Alright, let's try this again, since the first one had no fucking audio. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary royalty, welcome back to the Hardcore Honesty RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 6 Roundup. That's a fucking mouthful. All-Stars 6 premiered at 3 a.m. this morning on Paramount+. Well, girl, it's all a mess. They debuted their first 2 episodes. The first one being the talent show, which we're going to focus on in this episode. Next episode will be runway heavy. We will critique at least 18 of the 36 looks. And we'll do speed rounds and whatnot, because a lot of it was plot twist trash. We kick off season 6 with some incredible entrances. There were some hits and there were some misses, but we're going to break each one down now, starting with Miss Akyria Davenport. Akyria came in a fully rhinestone fabric. Like, there's different versions of this. There's one that's on a mesh that pulls, and there's the one she's wearing, which is incredibly expensive. I know this because I was working on a gown with it, and then Corona. It looks beautiful under lights. She looks expensive. The hair looks great. Everything to me just looked good. It was an elevated version of Akiria for me. And I think that in an all-star season, you have to come in with a bit more of a bang than you did in your original season. This isn't the normal walk-in a little shake-and-go wig and all that. Like, you have to come in and pack a punch, and Akyria absolutely did that. Second into the room was Miss Jiggly Caliente. What a pleasure to see Jiggly. This woman is here. And she says, Mama did say, may the best woman win. And basically that's her way of saying, I've always been a woman, but now I can present as a woman on this show. Jiggly came in with such a new confidence and an air of just being and happiness, joy, and it was just really refreshing to see her like this. And she looks incredible. So, I mean, is it my favorite outfit I've ever seen? No. Is it better than most things I've seen her in on Drag Race? Yes. Is the hair beautiful? Absolutely. Jan's back. Back again. Girl, Jan is going to take every opportunity to brand Jan. And, you know, there's different ways, in my opinion, of doing All-Stars. One is to take a considerable amount of time off and come back and reestablish yourself the way that I feel like Jiggly is. Then there is the quick turnaround like Monet did and like Jan did, where you just come back as a very quick, elevated version of yourself. I'm really impressed to see that Jan did this, especially knowing that her season didn't get to tour. She comes in a purple, all purple ensemble, purple, like, it almost reminds me of like anime hair. It's just Jan. And a lot of people are like, are you a fan of hers? Do you make fun of her? Both. I make fun of her because she's so perky, but I am a huge fan of her. Raja O'Hara. Okay, now. Miss Girl came in and was ready to just be a star. She has a it factor for me, the same way that Simone does. And I said it in my podcast, that Simone came in and I was instantly drawn to her. And it's the same way I feel with Raja. And then they go into Raja's interview, her first interview clip, and you're hooked. She's an instant star. She's just there to have a good fucking time, and I love it. The thing I love about her entrance look is that it's a hoodie. It looks like it's a hoodie, and it has the 2 drawstrings, and they're either fully rhinestoned or it's a sequined fabric. And for me, a detail like that is why you're an all-star. Baby. Ginger Minj comes in and no. It's ookie bookie, Uncle Spooky, Halloween pageantry, the princess and the toad, and let me tell you something, you're not the princess in this look. So, it's Mr. Toad's wild ride. I hate it. Yara Sofia comes in, and as I've said, she is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and that is being said by Eureka this whole first episode, and I stand by it, because she is. There's this thing that the girls do, and it's with this corseted, metallic-looking fabric that every girl has now, and it's lost its special moment for me. It doesn't matter how you try to redo it, it's the same thing, and I don't like it. Silky came in over the top entrance. She had a ponytail with balls that dragged behind her, And she pulled the milk out of one titty, the cookie out of the other, dunked it, and threw it. I live. Silky's here to make TV, and I'm here to watch Silky make TV. What I will say is her interview look is the worst interview look I have ever seen. What is this? This and the little red hat, you look gross. Pandora Boxx comes in and the gown is absolutely breathtaking. It is a gown that she could wear for a pageant and win. There's not a instant star quality to Pandora for me. I don't like that they only showed Pandora getting red, and neither did she. I'm sure that other girls got red, especially because Jiggly's there and Jiggly's like me and has something to say about everybody. But I don't know. Scarlet, envy. It's time for me to make my first apology because I said she was not an all-star and had no star quality. I was wrong. This look is everything. This is how you enter the room for Drag Race All-Stars. Her face looks beautiful, the outfit is beautiful, and I am 100% here for it. Serena, cha-cha. No. Kylie, Sonique, love. Yes, she looks absolutely breathtaking and sexy without it being overdone. There is a way that some trans performers perform, and I think, sometimes they just come out with just a pasty on it, and it's very Carmen Carrera, and I think that that's not as sexy as what she's wearing. I think just being a woman in a gorgeous, just fucking sex bot, she looks beautiful. It's feminine. It's her. She has that voice. It's all a hit for me. Trinity K. Basic Bonet. This is what I was talking about. You can't come into All-Stars like this. It's basic as fuck. You wear this in a pageant when you do fucking interview in a hotel conference room. I hate it. Eureka O'Hara comes in a costume. That's the only way to say it. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I hate it. It's a costume. Her looks are elevated. I can tell that everything she's going to do is elevated. She has HBO money. And you know what? In her interviews, to start, I was just instantly hooked. She's funny. She's there. She's having a good time. And you can just tell she genuinely loves this experience. We're going to go right into the mini challenge, which was the reading challenge. And I'm going to say that Ginger saying that Silky's ass was on backwards is the funniest thing I've ever heard. And it looks like it is. It's frightening. Ginger wins the mini challenge, and I don't think she should have. I personally think that it should have been Eureka. When she looked at Jiggly and said, "May I call you Jiggly because it's more like saggy and droopy," I gagged. And when she looked at Ginger and said that her husband Christopher had to be a top because Ginger is rock bottom, relatable. The worst read for me was when Silky said, "Munch, munch, crunch, crunch, Jan Sport ate all of the lunch," or something like that. You're the fat one. And no one laughed. It's not great. The comedy's not your thing, Miss Mama. For the talent show, every season now, episode 1 is the talent show. I don't know if Jan was first in this lineup, the way it was shot in production, but they opened with her, and it was a bang, girl. I'm feeling the Janice-y. I'm buying this if it's a single. I'm performing at every show if it's a single. Her voice is unstoppable, and it is a shame she did not win this episode. Pandora Boxx came out and does a great and fun little lip sync. It's her. After they show Jansport singing The House Down, am I enamored? No. Jiggly Caliente comes out, and it's like she's not turned up to 100%. She's in a wedge sneaker shoe. She's lost a considerable amount of weight. I don't know why she's not in a pump. The outfit for me was very basic, and it just seemed like she was like learning the choreography. Marking it, as we say in the theater. Kylie, Sonique, love. Meh. The look was 100% for me, but I did not enjoy any part of this talent. Especially knowing that she has an incredible dancing ability. Raja O'Hara. Gag! She took Bianca's little gig and made it done into 1 minute, honey. And I lived for it. It was fun, it was creative, and it packed a punch. And it was incredibly different from everyone else. And that's necessary. Akyria Davenport. Now, any bar in any city with a cast show has this girl. Dance, dance, whip, kitty cat cat, vogue, 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 I'm on pose, legendary. No. Trinity, bombing, K, Bonet, Jesus Lord. There's not much to say. This was a terrorist attack on the gay community, and she owes us an apology. I mean, I was literally rooting for you. Eureka O'Hara does one of the most beautiful and smart talent shows I think we've seen on All Stars to date. It was beautiful the way the production was done. The only thing I didn't like, don't do this when you're lip syncing if you're not really feeling it, because it looked cheap, it ruined the performance for me at that moment, and it broke it for me. Other than that, I thought it was touching and beautiful, and having the same connection I had with my mother, I understand what it's like to have a performance dedicated to your mom, and it really can take you there, but I didn't believe that this took her there. Scarlet Envy, here I go again. Unexpected, fun, enjoyed it, would tip, would scream, would love it. This can travel, she's going to be doing this on tour. Her rider is going to be a bubble machine. I mean, come on now. She is the icon and she is the moment. It's a new way of doing burlesque, and I'm here for it. Silky made them bring that piano in so she could sit her ass there with those cheap blue fucking glasses that I believe still have the sticker on them, and she could sing this little Light of Mine horribly. In that cheap ass wig. No. Serena Cha-Cha, no. Go home. I feel like Ginger Minj completely missed the assignment. I think she thought that this was like Sugar and Sweet runway talent category. Why is she singing about gummy bears? Why is the stage dressed up like Candyland? I don't get it. I don't like it. And I hated the song. No. Yara Sofia came out, and within a second, I knew where we were going, and I have never laughed that way. Immediately I knew Jan had just lost, Yara had just won. It's a one-time gag. You can only use those titties one time. You did it in episode 1. I don't want to see them again. Hysterical. You have to make Rue laugh. Rue loves to laugh. She says it all the time. If you can get Rue to really get into that good cackle, you win. On the runway, I believe that Scarlet looks the best. She has this beautiful star outfit. You know, the hair was beautiful, the makeup was beautiful, the whole package was just perfect. This whole episode was a 10 out of 10 for Scarlet for me. The worst on the runway was Serena Cha-Cha or Jiggly. I think it was actually Jiggly, but I don't want to say it, so they're both there. Yara is announced the winner of this episode, which means she goes up against our lip sync assassin, whom was Coco. Whom was Coco? Girl, what is this, Harvard? The girls have to vote for either Trinity or Serena to go home, and then Yara also picks a lipstick. This was a pretty easy call for me. Trinity did not need to go home. Serena Cha-Cha has no business being there, and at the end of the day, that's what happens. Yara does not win the lip sync, Coco does, deservedly, and the girls had eliminated Serena Cha-Cha. But you guys, we're here, we're on it, we're on the move, the season has begun. I just had insane deja vu. So let's just have a fucking great time with this season. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and turn the notification bell on. Also share this video with your friends, girls. We're back. You guys, here we go. Based off of this, I would say that the top 3 is going to be Eureka, Jan, Raja, and or Akiria. That's like my top just from this. Okay, bye-bye.